Namaskaram everyone. In today's video I would be sharing all these recipes with you. So we would be making the cooked vegetable poriyal, then rice kanji, then amla chutney and kala chana sandal. So we are going to recreate the Ekadashi dinner that we used to have in Isha Yoga Center. So let's get started. Namaskaram. Welcome to my channel Living Consciously. Today I am very excited because I would be sharing the recipe of Ekadashi dinner. So the whole dinner we used to get in Isha Yoga Center after the long fasting on Ekadashi, long hour of fasting during Ekadashi. So I am trying to recreate that dinner today. So if you carefully observe your body, you will see that after every 40 to 48 days there is certain cycle is happening within our system that is called as mandala. So in this mandala or during this 40 to 48 days, Sadhguru says that there are 2 to 3 days at that point your body does not need any food. So it is good that if we can do the fasting on that days. So if you are conscious enough, you will be able to notice this. But if you are not conscious enough and you don't know when your body is not demanding the food, in that case, people used to do the fasting on Ekadashi. So after every full moon day or after every new moon day, on the 11th day is considered as an Ekadashi. So during this day, all the volunteers at Isha Yoga Center and across the world, most of them try to keep this fast during the Ekadashi. So what they do is on that day they don't eat anything throughout the day. If they are hungry, then they have the ashgad juice. And after the day long fast, they open their fast with the Ekadashi dinner that is being served in the Isha Yoga Center. So today I would be sharing all the recipes that we used to have during our teacher training course. So let's see what all we need for that. Now we are going to prepare the rice kanji. So let's see what all we need for the rice kanji. So we will need 1 cup of rice. For 1 cup of rice we would be using 1/4 cup of moong dal. So this is a split yellow moong dal. 1/4 cup of that. Salt as per taste and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. And we would be, so whichever cup we used for the rice, we would be using 5 cups of water for this. So let's first wash the rice and dal. So now I'm using the clay cooker for the kanji, rice kanji. In this I'll add 5 cups of water. So I added 5 cups of water. So I've washed the rice and the dal. Now I'll put this into it. So I've washed it properly. To this I'll add the cumin seeds. I will add the salt to taste. Now we will mix everything and we will cover and let it cook for till it is like properly done. So let's check on our rice kanji. Wow. So you can see it's been cooked properly. It should be little overcooked only. So I want little more liquidy in nature. So I'm adding little more hot water to this. Wow. You can use normal cooker as well instead of the clay cooker. But there are many advantages of using the clay cooker. So I usually use for my rice and sambars the clay cooker. So I think it's almost done. So rice kanji is done. Let's close this and it's ready to serve. Now let's see what all we need for cooked vegetable poriyal. So I have chopped finely the cabbage. So I have taken 1 big cup of cabbage, or you can see 2 cups of cabbage. Then I have taken 3 medium sized carrot and I have chopped it into the cubes. Then I am taking 1 small cup of peas. I don't have French beans with me, but you can take the French beans also if you have. Then we need salt. For tempering we need some curry leaves, then some mustard seeds, some green chilies I am adding because I don't have dry red chilies, but if you have, you can use dry red chilies. Then some urad dal, like 1 tablespoon spoon of it. Then we would be adding some 2 big tablespoons of, or small half cup of freshly grated coconut, and we would be needing some oil for tempering. So this all we need for the cooked vegetable porian. So what we'll do right now is we'll take a pot which is big enough. In this I'll add very little water, like 1/4 cup of water, and we would be adding the carrots and the peas into it, and we will cover this and we will cook it now. So now I'll turn on the gas, and what we'll do is we will cook this. So we don't want to overcook all of the vegetables, so I'm not adding the cabbage yet. So we will just cook this too for like 5 to 7 minutes, and after this we will add the cabbage and we will cook it, and then we will be adding the tempering to the mix. So it's been 5-7 minutes. We'll see how much it's there. You can see it's like little bit of done. So we'll add the cabbage also to this now. It's a super easy cooked vegetable, and it really tastes really very, very good. So we'll add little water. So I'll add little water to this. Yeah. So to get it cooked properly, and we'll add salt to taste. We'll mix it, and we will cover and let it cook for 5 minutes. So it's been 5 minutes. Let's see. You can see it's done. So we don't want to overcook it. We just want to just sufficiently cook the vegetables. So it's done. Let's put the tadka to this. So we'll keep this aside, and what we'll do is we'll keep a tadka pan. To this we'll add a little bit of oil. It's really very simple cooked vegetable, but it tastes really very good. To this we'll add the mustard seeds. Now it's getting splutter, so let's add the curry leaves. Then you can add the dry red chilies, but I don't have, so I'm adding the green chilies to this. And we would be adding some urad dal. And we'll just fry it till it's golden in color. Beautiful tadka. So you can see it's golden now. So let's put this tadka to the cooked vegetables. In this we'll add the grated fresh coconut. And while showing the ingredients I forgot, but we should adding some lime juice to it. So I'll add the 1 tablespoon of lime juice to this. and we'll mix this. So our cooked vegetable poriyal is ready to serve. So just remove this to the serving bowl. Beautiful it's looking. See? You see, it's very simple dish but super tasty and super easy. So now we would be making the amla chutney. So let's see what all we need for the amla chutney. This is an amla. So what I did, I've washed it properly and then I have chopped it. So I've taken 3 of them. To this we would be adding some cumin seeds, then some curry leaves, freshly grated coconut. So I've taken 1 cup of freshly grated coconut, salt to taste, and then to this you can add as per your how much spicy you want. You can add the the red chilies or you can add the green chilies, but I don't have red chilies with me, so I'm adding the green chilies. So what we'll do is we'll take a mixing jar. In this we will first add only the amla. So there are many benefits of using amla into your diet. So this is one of the very tasty chutney we are going to make out of it. So first I'll grind this and then we will add the rest of the ingredients. So let us first grind this. So you can see I've grinded it. There are some pieces, but now we will grind rest of the things so it would be done. So to this I'm adding 1 green chilies. You can add the dry red chilies instead of the green chilies. Then to this I'll add the cumin seeds. Then we would be adding some curry leaves. We would be adding the freshly grated coconut, and we would add the salt to taste. Add little bit of water and we'll grind this to make a chutney consistency. So I've grinded it. So we have added a little bit of water. You can see how nicely it's been grinded coarsely. So we will just remove it into the serving bowl. So this amla chutney is ready to serve. Now let's make the kala chana sandal. So let's see what all we need for that. So I've taken the chanas here. So what I did is I have soaked it for overnight and then in the pressure cooker I have cooked it. You can see if I press it, it's getting pressed nicely, so it's been cooked properly. So I've taken 3 whistles to this and kept it for 5 minutes on the low flame, and I've cooked it and drained all the water. So these are the soaked chana for overnight, and then I have pressure cooked it. So for tempering, what all we need is we'll need oil, then some mustard seeds, some curry leaves. You can add dry red chilies, but I don't have, so I'm using the green chilies. Then some lime juice, salt to taste, and some urad dal we would be adding to this. And at last we would be adding the grated fresh coconut. So let's give the tadka to the kala chana sandal. So let's take a pot which is big enough. To this we'll add little bit of oil, like 2 tablespoons of oil. This will add some mustard seeds. So I'll chop these green chilies. It's best to add the red dry chilies if you have, but I don't have it today unfortunately, so I'm adding some green chilies instead. And I'm taking some curry leaves. The urad dal, 1 tablespoon of this, and we'll saute it till it's golden in color, and carefully we'll add the curry leaves and green chilies. green color has started to come. So let's add the chanas to this. Let's mix everything. So as it is already cooked, we don't have to do much to this. To this we will add salt to taste. Now I'll close the gas and we'll add, 1 tablespoon of 1 big tablespoon of lime juice to this, and some freshly grated coconut. And our kala chana sandal is ready. I'm very excited. All the preparation is done. Here is our kanji. So you can see it's a rice kanji. Then our cooked vegetable poriyal. Then our kala chana sandal, so that's also there, and our amla chutney. So let's serve everything. So we always used to start with any fruit. So if you have a papaya, then you can serve the papaya, or a banana, or an apple, anything, any fruit which is in season and you have it. So start with that, and then we'll serve some chutney. Wow, it reminds me of so many memories I have in the ashram. Then we'll serve the sandal. Beautiful. The beautiful sandal. Then we'll serve the cooked vegetable poriyal. It's a simple vegetable, but it tastes really very nice. And everything has a fresh coconut to this. And the lovely curry leaves. It gives a very nice taste to the whole thing. And at last, everything we used to serve in our ashram into the plate itself. But today, for the serving purpose, I am serving this into the serving bowl. So this is our rice kanji. So I'm very happy and excited. So this our whole Ekadashi lunch is ready, which I tried to recreate. How wonderful it is. So do try to create this beautiful recipes that we used to have in ashram for Ekadashi, and let me know how it turned out for you. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also share it with your loved ones. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.